Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 30th. This week, we're going to jump right in here. You have this tricky situation card. It says, a sly approach is necessary in order to safely navigate a tricky situation. You have this orbiting space. It says, something or someone is orbiting you, wanting to make its presence known. So we'll have to look into that. You have the tower, like everybody else. So pretty much everyone has had the tower this week. And, again, it wouldn't surprise me if there was like a global tower moment or, if something was happening in the world. Like I always say, wouldn't even worry about it. We're going to have plenty of global tower moments over the next, 10 years or so. So, just something to pay attention to. But you have the tower, the Seven of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. I do feel, one thing I will say is that, this here could represent kind of like holding on to a reality or trying to hold on to a reality. And I do feel that the reading itself is saying that like there's a better new reality that is available to you, and I would just open up to a new reality, plain and simple. I mean, that's literally the whole point of the tower, is that these people are being forced to come down to reality. They built these walls up around them too high, and they've been ignoring reality, and now the universe is forcing them back down to reality. So a lot of you, I kind of feel like you already have had to face some sort of like uncomfortable reality, or you've already had to do something that, like, I don't think it was terrible, but, I definitely feel maybe it was uncomfortable. And, again, so there's like some sort of reality that you're thinking about. I'm just going to keep repeating myself if I don't move on. So we're going to go to the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It's a card that says that you know that something is going to work, then it will work. But, I kind of feel that, he has these two different shoes on, or a shoe and a boot on his feet, and he had to rush out of his house to defend his position at the top of a hill. That's why he has like two different shoes on. And, I feel that some of you kind of feel like something was taken away from you and you weren't really prepared, or something like that is popping into my head for you, Leo. Pretty sure that your October readings pretty much said the same thing, and so I kind of feel this has already happened to you, is what I would say with the Seven of Wands. Next, you have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is about needing to be in alignment with what you want. I kind of feel like you wished that something would work, or you wished that something would work out for you. Again, Nine of Cups is a good card, and I'm not saying that this is bad in your reading, but I definitely feel that the Tower, Seven of Wands, this card, it's like saying you held on to something that you thought was going to work out for you, or something, and then you had to accept a reality. That's kind of like the feeling I get here. It could be anything. Could be a job, relationship, could be your house, could be whatever. And the Nine of Cups, again, I feel like it was like a wish. I'm not exactly clear on this first row, so let's clarify and let's see. With the Tower, you have the Sun. So, okay, I mean, that's your card, and very good as well. I mean, the Sun makes the whole entire reading more positive, and coming up on the Tower, it kind of makes the Tower more positive. So it is possible that you are seeing how a Tower moment that has already happened to you was like a blessing in disguise, or is leading to a much better energy. I mean, we do go from the Tower down 10 of Pentacles to the Four of Wands, which is very positive. So, again, some of you could be realizing that something that you wished for that didn't work out is actually leading to something better. With the Seven of Wands, you have the Four of Pentacles. Again, like I said, I knew that Seven of Wands was saying that you were holding on to something, because that was like the feeling I literally got from that card. So, I kind of feel like there was something that you were holding on to, that Tower where you already had a Tower moment with whatever it was. I feel like you think about it from time to time, or maybe it pops up for you, or maybe you're still dealing with it, whatever it is. And the Four of Pentacles kind of says that you need to open up to something much bigger. Again, we go from the Four of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles, and I really do feel that sometimes we hold on to things that are just like below us, that aren't even worth our time. And I get that feeling for you here. Like if you had a Tower moment, there's something much, much better coming in for you. The reading literally says it right here. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Five of Wands. Yeah, like conflicted, conflicted about this wish. So again, if you had something that you thought was your wish, Again, I kind of feel like this is more inner conflict that you have been experiencing. I also feel like some of you are feeling a little bit of inner conflict about like what you want, just in general out of life. The Ten of Pentacles is a very good card, but the Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire. It's like building and leaving a legacy. But the Ten of Pentacles, again, is something that we do forever. It's not, we don't just get the Ten of Pentacles, we build it. And I feel that some of you maybe have an inner conflict about like what your Ten of Pentacles looks like. And it might be just, I would say not even just this week, but the whole entire month might be a good month for you to get clear on your desires or like what you want out of life. You have this Giza Plateau card. It says Sacred Journey. You have this Rest and Endings card as well. So we already know that there was definitely an ending, and but I feel like this ending could be as part of your journey, part of the journey that you're on, or part of like what you are doing. I think it's a great time to get to like rest, relax, recover, and make sure that you're getting extra rest. That would also be very beneficial. You have the Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. Five of Pentacles is about feeling left out in the cold, or feeling like you have been left out in the cold. Really, the Five of Pentacles, I always say that all the fives have very easy solutions. The Five of Pentacles says, do not call attention to your weaknesses, and wants you to focus on your strengths. So I feel for a lot of you, the Five of Pentacles is saying, like, don't focus on what you don't have. Make sure that you focus on what you do have, and also, focus on your strengths just in general. It might be a good time to double down on your strengths as well with the Five of Pentacles. Even if you don't feel like you have the resources, it just might be a good time to do that. I think I said this to you in your last reading, again, in the October monthly reading, but it just feels to me like your readings lately have been feeling to me like more like back to the drawing board type energy, where it's like maybe you've been forced to go back to the drawing board. You have the Ten of Pentacles. Again, I feel like you need to get clear on this. Very good card. And it does say that, you are headed towards your Ten of Pentacles. But, I feel that getting clear on what your Ten of Pentacles looks like, even if you have to write it down, would be a really good idea. Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire. So sometimes I think we have to work backwards. We have to like figure out what our dream life looks like, and then we have to work backwards and figure out how we can get there. And I feel like the Ten of Pentacles is basically saying you need to look at how you can get to this point and start moving towards it. We even go up to the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is about kind of moving on to calmer shores. But it's like you're moving on from the Nine of Cups, which is your wish. And sometimes I think we like have a wish, like maybe we want to be, it's like, I know like a lot of people that become very successful, and they say like, their original intention is to like make a bunch of money so they can travel. But what ends up happening is they just end up making a bunch of money. They get like stuck in work and they never have time to travel, right? So it's like they're disconnected from what their Ten of Pentacles really is. And so those people always end up like miserable in their job. And it's like really the universe is trying to get them to correct or find a correction so that they can do what they originally wanted. And I kind of get that. I hope that makes sense. But I think that's what's going on here in this row, in the whole entire reading. You have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands says, be spontaneous, find other ways of doing things, which I always say to you. I feel like there are like, of course, a million ways to do everything in life. And the Knight of Wands really wants you to go on the adventure and wants you to discover new ways. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Four of Swords. You have that card that says Rest and Endings. The Four of Swords, of course, is a card of resting and recovering. I think it's a great time to to rest, recover, relax, get some energy for yourself. Even if you don't have a lot of time, even if you can carve out like 5 minutes to meditate or, do something nice for yourself, I feel like the Four of Swords is saying that would be very beneficial for you, and it would be very helpful. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Hermit. Yes, the Hermit has a star in his lantern. He is kind of holding that star back. He needs to shine that star out all over the place. Again, I think you need to illuminate what your Ten of Pentacles looks like. I literally feel you need to see it with your eyeballs, right? So I would get clear on that. The Hermit has been through a lot, and he's climbed to the top of a mountain, and he's gone through like a dark night of the soul, and he has found his inner light, but he's staying at the top of this mountain. And I always say, like, he needs to come down from the mountain. He needs to shine his inner light. And so I feel for a lot of you, it's time to like come down from the mountain is what this is saying. With the Knight of Wands, you have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is quick success, and I feel like once you get clear, then success will come quickly because you're clear on what you want. Eight of Wands is also about aiming in one direction. Again, we can't have cross currents, right? We can't be thinking, oh, I want to be successful, but then also thinking, I have all these money issues, right? We have to clean up our thoughts, and the Eight of Wands is your thoughts aiming in a direction. And so I feel it would be an amazing time for you to kind of get very clear on your thoughts and to correct the negative thoughts as well. I also think it would be, I feel like some of you have been forced to become more focused again. Like I said, the whole job thing. It's like if you have a job and you've been working too hard at it and you're doing like a million different things and you're not happy there, again, getting more focused might help because then you're not doing so much, you're not stressing yourself out. So I feel like this is about being more focused. Same thing with business. It's like sometimes I think we need to kind of like reassess our business and come up with a better plan so that we're not scattered all over the place, so that we're more focused. I feel like some of you have maybe been forced to get more focused in business is what I'm trying to say. If you have a business, like maybe there's been some sort of restriction or some sort of tower moment, and that seems like a restriction, but really I feel like it's trying to make you focus. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this pigeon. It says channeling home, gentleness. You have this cassowary. It says resolute, warrior spirit, defense. Yeah, I feel like that warrior spirit is what Leo has, like not giving up, charging into battle, wanting to be successful. And, again, I think a lot of you are maybe embracing that. I also feel with the pigeon that, again, it's kind of more giving me more rest, relax, recover vibes on that card. You have the Six of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Four of Wands. Six of Swords moving on to calmer shores, heading towards improvements. These people are still in choppy waters. So again, I kind of feel that some of you feel like you are in choppy waters. But the good news is that you're heading towards calmer shores. It's another card that makes sense with the Tower because this woman and the child, they have had a Tower moment, technically. They are only wearing the clothing on their back. They are leaving their entire life behind them for the hopes of a brighter future, and I think that not enough people point that out on this card. Like, it's a good card, but they have left everything that they know behind, and they are kind of like completely starting over. The good news is that they have these swords in front of the boat. The swords represent everything they've learned, like the knowledge, the wisdom, the lessons. So even if you feel like you're going back to the drawing board and you feel like you're starting from scratch, really you aren't. You are starting from a place of knowledge and wisdom, and that's what the Six of Swords says. And also you are being guided. This guy right here, he is a guide. He goes back and forth between the choppy waters. So if you feel like you're in choppy waters, this says that you are being guided. You have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups could be love. I mean, you have the Four of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. These are all good cards of love. So if you want it, there could be a love offer here. You have that orbiting space card. It says someone or something or someone is orbiting you, wanting to make its presence known. So there definitely could be a love offer if you want it. The Ace of Cups is also, though, about getting into a better flow. Again, I feel like some of you have been too spread out. It's like doing too much, and that is not flow. It's like becoming more specific is, usually a better answer. And for whatever reason, I think most people don't like to become specific, right? Because they feel like if they narrow down their skills too much, that there won't be a big enough audience for them. And I kind of get that feeling on the Ace of Cups, but I also feel that being more specific with this card, getting more into the flow, doing what you want would be more important. You have the Four of Wands. Again, card of marriage. If you want love, definitely here. Could be a commitment coming in for you. But the Four of Wands is like a finish line card, and again, it's another card that really tells me that you are finishing one stage of life, but we have to cross through this portal to get to the next stage of our life. And I feel a lot of you are kind of like crossing through a portal right now, or maybe you already have, or you're about to cross through this portal, and you're about to have a celebration. So that looks really good. With the Six of Swords, you have the Six of Pentacles. I love two sixes. Two sixes to me say that you are moving in the right direction. I look at two sixes as confirmation for your path or your journey. The Six of Pentacles is also about, kind of equal give and take. And it's another card of like not wasting your energy. He's only giving to one person, not the other. And he is deciding who to give his energy to and who not to give his energy to. So I feel like being more picky with your energy could be a good thing. With the Ace of Cups, you have the Magician. The Magician is all about, attraction, law of attraction, and manifestation. He's pointing towards the Justice card, and we have the Six of Pentacles, who has has the scale in his hands as well. And so for you to manifest whatever you want, this would say cause and effect. The Magician is pointing to the Justice card, and so if you put energy into something and you get energy out, keep doing it. If you're putting energy into something and you're not getting anything out of it, stop, right? So I always say Six of Pentacles and Justice are about, doubling down on the good stuff and getting rid of the rest. With the Four of Wands, you have the Emperor. Definitely could be attracting an Emperor into your life for sure. So if you're looking for love, here it is. But I also feel this could be you kind of like bossing up here, or, it's saying that you're getting into a more bossed up position, taking control. The Four of Wands would be about commitment, you committing to a new life, or you committing to a new journey, which I also think would be good for you. In the area of the good stuff, you have this co-create card and this breathe card. Yes, I think you need to take a deep breath for sure. Co-creation, of course, would be very beneficial for you as well. So like working together with other people or getting help from other people, I think would be very beneficial as well with this energy. So, that's what I would focus on here. You have the Five of Cups, the Justice card, and the Seven of Pentacles. Five of Cups is about sadness and regrets, but it's coming up in the area of the good stuff. So the Five of Cups says you need to be grateful for these two cups. Then you get this bridge and the castle, but it's coming up in the good stuff, and that would tell me that you are focusing on what you have. And like I said, I feel like that would be a good thing with the Five of Cups. You have the Justice card. Justice is cause and effect, like I said, so I feel for a lot of you that you could be balancing things out, but I would really pay attention to what's working in your life, especially with that Five of Pentacles. I kind of get the feeling from this reading that there are some things that you want to work, but maybe they're not working. And, I think it would be so much better for your brain space to focus on what is working right now. That doesn't mean that if you have an idea or something like that, that you can never do it. It just means right now, why not focus on what's working so that you can get to the point where you can do what you want, right? And that's kind of like the energy that I feel off of this card, And so that's what I would focus on. What I will tell you is, like, when I started this channel, I had another business that I still do from time to time, but, I thought that that other business was going to be 10 times more successful than this channel, right? And so it's like during that, the first 4 years of my channel, I was working mostly on that business, and I wasn't working as hard on this channel, right? I was still working hard on this channel, pumping out videos, as much as I do now, but I wasn't really making it my focus, right? And so what I realized is that to get that business to work, I had to really focus on this channel, because this channel could get me to the place where that business could work. The funny thing is now is this channel is like way more successful than that would ever be in the first place. So it's like I don't even focus on that anymore, right? And I just focus on this. That's it. This is my only focus for the most part. Well, that's not entirely true, but again, it has for the past 4 years. It's been like pretty much, or 5 years, I should say. It's been my main focus, and things have worked out much better instead of just having scattered energy, right? And that's what I feel here. And you also have this co-create card as well. And so the co-create card says you can get other people to help you, like I do. I have multiple businesses, other things that I do, and I have other people who handle those things for me. It's like I wouldn't be able to do those things if I didn't, hire people, have employees, things like that. So, again, there are ways to do it, but it's like I kind of feel this reading is saying you have to like get to that point to be able to do that. So it would be better to focus on what's working. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction. Seven of Pentacles says, is the juice worth the squeeze? He's looking at those Seven Pentacles. He's saying, is it worth it to grow what I've grown, or is there something better? And I feel for a lot of you that there is something better coming in for you, which we basically said with the Tower and the Ten of Pentacles as well. With the Five of Cups, you have the Five of Cups. Yeah, look on the bright side. It's coming up in the good stuff. So, I think that that you are looking on the bright side. With the Justice card, you have the King of Cups. King of Cups is about your emotions, and he is sitting in the middle of the ocean, and he is really tapped into his deep emotions, and he's sitting in choppy waters, just like the Six of Swords, but he is perfectly fine. So I feel that it could be a great time for you to tap into your emotions, see how you feel about things, and make sure that you're controlling your emotions. Again, this could also be you attracting someone who is very in touch with their emotions. Doesn't have to be a water sign. I feel like it could be any sign. I think they could just be a King of Cups type of person, like very, emotionally stable. And with the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Two of Cups. So there you go. Two of Cups is usually someone who's different than your usual type. That's coming in for you. Two of Cups usually starts as communication as well. So some of you could start communicating with another person. I would say more important than that is that the Two of Cups, can represent you and your higher self. So it can say that you need to communicate with your higher self here. Sorry, I'm trying to fix this. So you need to communicate with your higher self. Your higher self is trying to communicate with you. You have this turkey spirit. It says someone is behaving stupidly. I do feel like if you're dealing with something legal, again, you have justice twice, right? Or am I making that up? You have the justice card once, and the Six of Pentacles is why I thought you had it twice. But again, if you're dealing with something legal, you could be dealing with like a difficult person. You have this key card. It says successful outcome to your problems. Yes, you just need to not give up. Six of Swords says you just have to get across the choppy waters and you will be successful. You also have this beetle. It says good fortune. Yes, I mean, I think the only thing holding you back is probably your brain, like what you're thinking, right? So you might be thinking that you're restricted, but really you're holding on to past restriction. I think with the Four of Pentacles, I think you need to open up to all the possibilities, and that will probably bring good fortunes into your life. You have this fox that says shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Yes, the whole entire reading was basically about business or work or your career. And so, kind of being more tactical, kind of like Seven of Swords, right? Being more thoughtful and kind of thinking things through and having a plan would be very beneficial. You also have this man card that says dealings or relationships with a man. You have this staff card. It says you will be taken care of in difficult times. There could be, it doesn't even have to be a man. There could just be people in your life who want to support you or help you. And like I said, I would co-create with that co-create card. I think it would be very helpful and beneficial. But this looks pretty good here, Leo. I don't think it's been easy, but I think it's getting better, so that's good. But thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.